The conversation around the markets as the MPC meeting concludes today, and the decision at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, all the way from Abuja here. Let's get Rotimi Fakaijo, who is a trader and CEO at Enterprise Stockbrokers, to take us through this MPC decision. Rotimi, good morning. It's good to have you on the phone. Is the market in any mood, the equities market, in any mood for this decision, final MPC meeting for 2017?
Yes, it is, and we've seen that starting yesterday with the gain of 0.4. The market is actually enthusiastic about today's outcome. And we know that it will in any way impair our activities, but if at all, it's definitely going to give us an improvement.
Yes, well, the Eurobond was a lot of good news. But again, the MPC, what's the discussion amongst you broker-dealers as to how the central bank should decide?
Well, I think the bigger concern we have is that the fiscal policy they are coming up with is saying that they want to reduce local debt, which implies that the quantity of treasury bills they will issuing out will definitely reduce. And we expect that if that be the case, then it might just go in two ways. Things that are more money chasing from treasury bills, the rate might still remain considerably high, except the CBN make a decision to reduce the rate and it becomes too expensive for government to maintain. And at the same time, I think with the stability within the system, it's definitely going to improve a lot of things. And what we are
Rotimi, we apologize. Thank you so much for your time today. We have that telephone conversation a little bit patchy between here and Lagos. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Rotimi Fakaijo from Enterprise Stockbrokers, he says that the Eurobond was good. That was good news for the market. But the stock market would want to see some level of interest rate easing, monetary policy easing. When that eases off, investors begin to look at disposable income and how much of that goes into the equities investing. But of course, this will be very critical today when the news is out later in the day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. From 1:30, we're opening up the channels television, Nigeria's news leaders. We're opening the studio up with a panel of discussants live from Lagos, where the headquarters of Channels Television is. You don't want to miss this conversation all through today. Then, of course, from 2 o'clock, we'll come back live to Abuja here to the Central Bank headquarters to listen to Godwin Emefiele reading out the considerations and the decisions of the MPC for the final time in 2017. Earlier, last week, the central bank chief talked about the need for policy easing and that the regulator or the financial regulator will start to ease as soon as the macroeconomic environment becomes more stable. So how much of the October inflation and the 9 months we've seen trending lower so far in 2017 and the 1.4% GDP growth in third quarter will be part of the considerations by this monetary policy committee. Don't forget, we have new members of the MPC, whether they will be unveiled today or they will be joining the committee from January 2018. Remember, the last two meetings, there were 8 members of the committee there. They ought to be about 11. Now, the President, Buhari, has nominated a few other people who are already joining the team. If we're unveiling them today, you're going to see them live from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If not, you got to tarry a while till January, and you got to have 11 members of the MPC sitting down to have those decisions. So that's the big story we have here today. And if you're tracking the Eurobond, you have the data already. The $3 billion, the book building has started. By November the 28th, next week, we'll have the full amount of what you call the total subscription from international investors as far as that just latest Eurobond, the second in the year, $1.5 billion, 10-year, 6.5% coupon, $1.5 billion, 30-year series at 7.625%. That's the yield, that's the coupon on them. When we have it on 28th, we'll have the price, then we'll have the yield, then we'll have the volume. All that will be coming together for you here on Business Morning. Do have a great day, everyone. I'm still hanging around till tomorrow here. I'm not in a hurry to leave Abuja yet. We've got a few more conversations tomorrow around aviation infrastructure and everything that is happening down here. Do have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.